Hey, Daryl here, and this is my daily devotional. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I am so thankful to live on this side of the cross. I am so thankful to be a New Testament Christian. We are studying through the book of Leviticus as we're doing our daily devotional. And I have literally gotten bogged down in Leviticus 19 and 20 and 21 and so on with all of the laws. How on earth could anyone remember all the laws, abide to all the laws? That's just so cumbersome. And I've literally gotten bogged down and trying to come up with a devotional thought for us based on these laws. And I find them so impractical and difficult to specify for our devotion. And then the Spirit of God spoke to me and reminded me, hey, you are a New Testament Christian. And let's remember what the New Testament says about these laws. So I want to go first to Matthew chapter 5. And in Matthew chapter 5, Jesus is speaking here about the law. He says, do not think I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. He is, Jesus, He is the culmination of the law, the fulfillment of the law. All the law culminated in Jesus. And then in Matthew chapter 22, Jesus was asked by someone, teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? That person probably sensed they were bogged down by the law too. So, Lord, which one? Teacher, which is the greatest? And Jesus said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and the greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Listen, all the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. Man, that's great news. I don't have to get bogged down studying those laws of the Leviticus. I can literally go to Jesus' words where He said, man, love the Lord your God with all my heart. And then love my neighbor as myself. Now, continuing on that thought, consider what the Apostle Paul wrote in Galatians chapter 5 at verse 14. The entire law is summed up in a single command. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's sufficient for me. I don't have to get bogged down studying the laws of the Leviticus, trying to come up with a devotional thought that I can share from my heart. I can get excited to know that on this side of the cross, Jesus is the culmination of all of that which would bog us down. And He said, just love me and love your neighbor. And Paul echoed that when he said, love your neighbor as yourself. That is my devotional thought for today. God bless you. Good day.